Hi, I'm Alyssa,
I'm Inna.
and we are the co-founders of My Custom Cleanse.
So today we wanted to talk to you about your immune system. As the weather is getting colder and we're getting into the cold and flu season, we wanted to tell you about some tips and tricks that you can do to help boost your immune system. And also, if you are already feeling sick, there are things that you can do to help shorten the duration of your cold or flu or any other infection that you may have.
Yeah, so everyone knows that vitamin C is key when you're not feeling great. So especially when you start to feel a cough or a little bit of a runny nose coming on, a lot of people reach for vitamin C. So Inna, what is the dosage you would recommend of vitamin C per day when you're not feeling your best?
So with vitamin C, and I just want to say, don't underestimate the power of vitamin C. It is so amazing at boosting your immune system and actually helping to encapsulate viruses. So if you're not feeling well, I actually recommend taking 500 milligrams of vitamin C every hour. I know that seems like a lot, but you are doing that for just a couple of days. And by loading high vitamin C that way, you'll be able to boost your immune system and get rid of whatever infection that you have quicker. The only downside of this is that if you take too much vitamin C, you sometimes can get diarrhea.
Sometimes. That's a sign that you took the amount of vitamin C that your body actually needed.
Right.
So well done. Well done, you.
Right. But in all seriousness, obviously it's a side effect that we don't want, but at the same time, it's not a dangerous side effect. So if that happens to you, then you just want to back down the next day and take about 1,000 milligrams or less than that a day. But vitamin C is super safe and really, really effective.
Mm-hmm. Now, I know in comic books, I think they had this superhero named the Silver Bullet, right? Yeah. So funny enough, silver actually is excellent for your immune system, which is why we have the Silver Psyllium product.
Yes. So our liquid silver is essentially silver in a water solution. And what's really cool about the silver is it uses a technology called Silver Sol, where it doesn't settle, so it stays in suspension. So there's absolutely no way that it can settle into your skin or anywhere else. And silver has amazing antimicrobial properties. And so if you don't feel well, you can take 1 to 2 tablespoons of the silver 3 times a day. And what that's going to do is it's going to help to work on the different infections that you have and boost your immune system so that you can fight them quicker.
Mm-hmm. And then third, most people read about the importance of vitamin D these days. They recommend it now daily. Even most doctors, just general practitioners, are recommending it. So with vitamin D, Inna and I often look at our clients, their own vitamin Ds or our own, and we like to look at not only the dosage of vitamin D, but whether or not it has vitamin K with it, because that's absolutely key.
Yes. Definitely. And so with vitamin D, if you have a blood test, it's really helpful to have your level so you'll know how much of vitamin D to take. So the ranges with vitamin D on a blood test are quite large. So usually between 30 and 100 is considered normal. But as you guys can see, 30 and 100 is a really large range, right? So if you're at 31 versus 89, that's a really, really big difference. And so what we like to do is we like to aim for people to be somewhere in the 50s. And if you have certain immune challenges or an autoimmune disease, then you may want to be even closer to 60 or 70. And what Alyssa was saying too with vitamin K, what's interesting is vitamin D helps calcium absorb, but vitamin K acts like the navigator. So think of that as sort of like the traffic cop. So it tells the calcium where the bone is and where it needs to go. And this way, if you take higher doses of vitamin D without K, that can cause calcification, and you want to avoid that. And that's why having K is really, really important so that doesn't happen. Now, with dosages, if you have your blood test results, then you can be guided by that. And if you're somewhere in the 30s, we recommend taking 5,000 per day. If you're in the 40s and 50s, then you can do 2,000 to 3,000 a day. If you're below 30, you may need to go up to about 10,000. The type of vitamin D is really, really important too. I don't know if you guys know, but vitamin D is actually fat soluble. So what that means is that you need to eat it with a meal that contains fat, and you also need to have really impeccable digestion so that you can actually absorb it. And so because a lot of people have issues with digestion, whether you have IBS or other digestive complaints, what happens is you could take capsules of vitamin D and you can take many, many capsules a day, and unfortunately it just doesn't really do that much and your levels don't go up. And so for that reason, we actually use an emulsified vitamin D. So what they do is it's not just a liquid D in oil, but it's specifically emulsified to make it more water soluble so that then your body doesn't have to work so hard to digest it and absorb it. And the Super D that we have is that emulsified form along with the K, and it really, really helps to raise your vitamin D levels nicely.
Yeah, we've seen huge improvements in blood work, which is why now we use it and we don't demand blood work right away after just a few weeks of using it because we're so confident in how well it works.
Exactly. And then also vitamin D, just as a side note, in addition to immune system, it's really great for mood. And, just as the weather, it's kind of dreary, the days are getting shorter. I think a lot of us find ourselves in like a place where we just may feel a little bit blah. It happens to all of us.
It is the sunshine vitamin.
Yeah. So by taking that, it'll help your mood too, in addition to your immune system.
Bonus.
So we hope you guys enjoyed these. And if you have any questions, please make sure to post on our Facebook page. We love taking your questions and we'll answer them in these video blogs. And we hope to see you soon.
Yeah. Stay well. Bye.